Close your eyes for a moment and listen not with your ears, but with your inner being. The moment you choose to believe that what you desire is already yours, that is the very moment creation is complete. There is no waiting, no distance between you and your manifestation, except the veil of your own disbelief. The truth I want you to understand tonight is that after these next few minutes, the door will open. A door that has always been waiting for you. Money will flow, opportunities will arrive, and everything you have ever wanted will come true today, if only you dare to feel it as real. You have been told all your life that you must work hard, that success takes years, that wealth is reserved for the lucky few. But tonight, I ask you to forget everything the world has taught you, for the world is only a mirror reflecting what you believe about yourself. And if you can shift that belief, if you can dare to see yourself as already abundant, already wealthy, already successful, the mirror must reflect it. Life cannot resist your inner conviction. It must obey the law of your imagination. So, take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs. You are alive in this very moment for a reason. There are no coincidences. You were guided here because the universe wanted you to remember your power. For too long you have prayed, hoped, and waited for a sign. This is it. This is your sign. In 5 minutes, if you allow yourself to believe, something extraordinary will begin to unfold. Money will begin to find you not as a miracle from the sky, but as the natural result of your inner transformation. You see, the secret to wealth and manifestation is not action. It is awareness. It is the quiet inner knowing that what you imagine, you already possess. When you imagine receiving money, when you imagine the weight of cash in your hands, the vibration of that feeling calls forth the physical experience. The outer world bends to the inner vision. Every event, every coincidence, every chance meeting is simply the shadow of your imagination projected onto the screen of time. Close your eyes again. Imagine yourself holding a large sum of money. Don't just see it, feel it. Feel the paper, the texture, the joy bubbling in your heart. Feel the sense of relief, the gratitude that fills your chest. Whisper silently, "It is done." The moment you say these words and believe them, the process begins. The money has already been released to you. It will appear in whatever way you are most ready to receive it, perhaps as a business opportunity, a gift, a sudden payment, or a long-awaited message. The form doesn't matter. The feeling is the key. Most people fail not because they are unlucky, but because they do not persist in their assumption. They wish, but they do not believe. They hope, but they do not know. And what they call reality is only their belief hardened into fact. Change the belief, and reality must follow. Do not wonder how the money will come. The how is the language of the limited mind. The how belongs to the old world, the world of struggle and lack. You must now speak the language of faith, which says, "It is already mine. I have received it. I am living it now." In these few minutes, something within you will shift. You may not feel it consciously at first, but deep inside, a seed will be planted, and that seed will grow quickly, for you are now fertile ground for abundance. The energy of wealth is already moving towards you. You can sense it in the stillness between breaths, in the tingling in your hands, in the soft hum of possibility that surrounds you. This is not fantasy, it is the law of consciousness. Whatever you assume to be true and persist in assuming must manifest in your world. So, I ask you to begin now. Imagine that the 5 minutes have passed. Imagine you have just received the most incredible news. Money beyond what you expected has come to you. Feel the rush of excitement. Feel the gratitude. Smile. You may not yet see it with your eyes, but in the unseen realm, it is already complete. The vibration of your joy, your gratitude, your belief is the bridge through which it travels, from the invisible to the visible. Repeat silently, "I am wealthy now. Money flows to me easily and abundantly. Everything I desire is unfolding before me today. Now rest in that feeling. Don't struggle, don't question, just be. Be the person who already has it. Walk as that person. Talk as that person. Think from that state, not toward it. There is a great difference between thinking of wealth and thinking from wealth. When you think of wealth, you acknowledge you do not yet have it. But when you think from wealth, you claim your rightful inheritance. You move as one who already possesses the treasure. Your consciousness is the only cause of everything you experience. The world you see around you is only the echo of your inner assumptions. You have imagined poverty, and so you saw lack. You imagined limitation, and so you saw closed doors. But the moment you imagine freedom, abundance, and ease, the outer world must rearrange itself to reflect that new inner state. Every person you meet, every situation that unfolds, will conspire to fulfill your assumption. Today is not an ordinary day. Today is the day your imagination becomes flesh. You may think it is impossible that everything could come true in one day, but I tell you it already has. Time is only the servant of your belief. What you assume now becomes visible later. The delay is not real. It is only your perception. When you believe fully, the delay collapses. That is why miracles seem to happen suddenly, because the inner shift has finally become strong enough to manifest instantly. Let this truth sink deeply into your mind. You are not asking for money, you are receiving it. You are not seeking blessings, you are embodying them. You are not waiting for your dreams, you are living them in consciousness. Everything you desire is already complete in the unseen. You are simply aligning your awareness to match it. So, if you truly wish for a huge amount of money, do not plead. Do not beg. Simply know that you already have it. Feel the satisfaction as if the deposit has already arrived. Feel the excitement of looking at your bank balance and seeing more than enough. Let that feeling move through every cell of your body. Let your mind rest in the certainty that it is done. And as you do, life will begin to move in astonishing ways. Perhaps an email will arrive. Perhaps a person you haven't heard from in years will contact you. Perhaps a new door will open that you never expected. It doesn't matter what path the money takes. What matters is that it must come. For your inner world is the cause, and the outer world must obey. It cannot resist your state of consciousness any more than a shadow can resist the body that casts it. In the next few moments, I want you to make a simple but powerful declaration. Say softly to yourself, I am receiving a huge amount of money now. I am grateful, I am free, and everything I desire is coming true today. Say it not as a wish, but as a fact. Feel it, taste it, own it. You are not trying to convince the universe. You are reminding yourself of the truth that has always been. Money is energy, and energy flows to where attention goes. When you constantly dwell on lack, you block that flow. But when you dwell in gratitude, when you live in the end of your desire, the energy of abundance rushes toward you like a river. Gratitude is the magnet of miracles. Feel grateful now, not for what will come, but for what already is. Gratitude dissolves resistance. It opens the gate of receiving. You do not have to strive for wealth, you have to awaken to it. It has been surrounding you all along, waiting for your recognition. The trees, the air, the stars, all are abundant expressions of the same infinite source. You are part of that source. You are made of the same creative substance. To imagine yourself as poor or limited is to deny your divine nature. You were not born to scrape by. You were born to create worlds with your thoughts. If you can hold the image of abundance for just 5 minutes of unwavering conviction, your entire life will begin to shift. The outer world may seem unchanged at first, but behind the scenes, the pattern is already forming. Like a seed breaking through the soil, the manifestation is inevitable. Continue to water it with your belief. Persist in the feeling of wealth. Do not waver when appearances seem contrary. They're only echoes of your past assumptions, fading away as the new takes form. When doubts arise, and they will, do not fight them. Simply return to the feeling. Return to the end. Imagine the joy of having already received the money. Imagine celebrating it. Live in that scene and let it become your home. Every time you feel lack, gently shift your focus to abundance. Every time you feel worry, remind yourself it is done. The unseen is becoming seen. You are not here to chase money, you are here to embody abundance. Money is simply a reflection of your inner state. When you live in the feeling of having more than enough, life must mirror that truth. Opportunities, people, and blessings will align in ways you could never have planned. The universe delights in surprising those who believe. After 5 minutes, when you open your eyes and go about your day, walk as though you are already wealthy. Do not check for signs or worry if it's working. That is the language of doubt. Instead, walk in quiet confidence, knowing that what you assumed in consciousness is already set in motion. Life must obey the law. You have decreed abundance. It cannot return void. Remember, your imagination is not a mere daydream. It is the creative power of the universe expressing through you. When you imagine, you create. When you feel, you give it life. When you persist, you bring it forth. Nothing is impossible to the one who believes. You are that one. So tonight, as the world sleeps, you will know a secret few ever understand. You will know that in 5 minutes of pure belief, you can create more than in 5 years of struggle. The universe is not testing you, it is responding to you. It listens not to your words, but to your state. Become the state of abundance, and abundance will flood your experience. Say again, quietly but with certainty, I am receiving a huge amount of money now. Everything I desire comes true today. Feel the truth of it vibrating through you. Feel the joy of it being already done. Smile, because you have just rewritten your reality. The next time you look at your reflection, see not the person who used to wait for blessings, but the one who commands them. See the light in your eyes, the light of knowing that you are the creator of your world. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer ask, you receive. You no longer fear, you trust. And as the hours unfold today, you will begin to notice signs, little moments of alignment, unexpected messages, subtle shifts in energy. They are confirmations that your assumption is taking root. Smile at them, acknowledge them. They are the universe whispering, it's done. Everything you have dreamed of, every wish, every goal, every desire is not ahead of you, but within you. The moment you believe, you collapse the distance. The moment you assume it as real, it becomes real. That is the great secret. That is the truth that transforms lives. So, as you finish listening, do not return to the old state. Remain in this feeling. Let it carry you through the day. Let it guide your steps, your words, your thoughts. And as you move through the world, remember that the power that created galaxies lives in you. You are not small. You are infinite consciousness expressing through human form. When you walk in the awareness of that truth, money, success, health, and love cannot help but come. They are drawn to the light of one who knows who they are. They are drawn to you. You are the magnet. You are the source. You are the cause. So yes, after these 5 minutes, you will receive a huge amount of money. You will see doors open that you didn't even know existed. You will feel lighter, freer, more certain. And everything you have been waiting for will come true today, because you have chosen to believe it is already done. Do not question it. Do not analyze it. Simply live it. Let the feeling of abundance carry you. Let gratitude be your constant prayer. And as you drift through this day, remember, you are the master of your reality, the author of your story, and the universe bends joyfully to your will. It is done. It is finished. You have received it, and the proof of your faith will appear before this day ends. You are standing now at the threshold of infinite possibility. In this very instant, the unseen world bends to listen to your inner command. What you choose to feel right now will set in motion forces so vast, so intricate, that they will reorder the events of your life to fulfill your assumption. Everything in your world, people, circumstances, timing, is fluid, not fixed. It all moves in harmony with your state of consciousness. The money, the opportunity, the freedom you long for, they already exist in another frequency, and when your inner vibration matches it, they appear in your outer world, as naturally as dawn follows the night. Most people believe they're victims of chance, of fate, of other people's decisions. But the truth is, life is simply reflecting back to them their inner self-concept. What you think of yourself, what you feel about your worth, what you accept as possible, these are the invisible roots that bear fruit in the garden of your experience. When you change the roots, the fruit must change. When you change your concept of self from lack to abundance, from struggle to ease, from hoping to knowing, then the harvest of your life must mirror that transformation. There is no one to change but self. There is no outer world that acts against you. It is all yourself pushed out. The person who owes you money, the employer who delays your reward, the system that seems unfair, all are only mirrors of your belief about your power. Change the belief, and the mirror will show a new reflection. You will find that the person pays you easily, that new channels of income open effortlessly, that unseen help moves on your behalf. Because consciousness is the only reality, and consciousness is creative. Imagine right now that your hands are full of currency, thick, crisp notes that represent freedom. Imagine the weight of it, the texture of the paper, the scent of new bills. Feel the rush of gratitude that fills you as you realize it has happened. You are financially free. There is no more anxiety, no more fear of tomorrow. Every bill is paid, every dream is funded, and abundance flows continuously. Dwell in that feeling as long as you can. This is not idle fantasy. It is the act of creation itself. For imagination is the womb of reality. Do not say someday, say now. Do not think of wealth as something you will earn or attract. Think from it as something you already possess. Live from the end. Every time you check your wallet, see it overflowing. Every time you think of your account, imagine it expanding. Every time you see others prospering, rejoice, for their success is proof of the abundance you are aligning with. What you celebrate in others, you magnetize in yourself. Money is simply a symbol of energy, of appreciation, of flow. It comes to those who love themselves enough to believe they deserve it. When you believe in your worth, life confirms it through abundance. When you doubt your worth, life confirms that too through lack. You are not punished for your disbelief. You are merely shown its reflection. Everything you experience is neutral until you assign it meaning. The meaning you give it shapes your state, and your state shapes your future. So if you wish to receive money, truly receive it, you must begin by feeling worthy of it. Worthy not because of what you do, but because of what you are. You are life expressing itself as you. You are the very consciousness that animates the stars, the same power that breathes galaxies into being. To imagine yourself as unworthy of abundance is to deny your divine nature. The source withholds nothing. It only flows where it is recognized. Recognize it within yourself when you open the floodgates. It takes no effort to manifest, only awareness. Effort belongs to the world of doubt. Awareness belongs to the world of knowing. You cannot struggle your way into receiving. You can only awaken into it. The richest people in the world are not always the hardest workers. They are the most convinced of their abundance. They live from the assumption that money loves them, that wealth flows easily, that life supports their every desire, and because they assume it, it becomes so. Let your imagination become your greatest treasure. Spend time in it deliberately, joyfully. Build scenes in your mind where everything you want has already happened. See yourself receiving a message, confirming a transfer of money, or opening your banking app to find the exact figure you desire. Let it be vivid, sensory, emotional. Then rest in that feeling as though it were already true. Do not think about how it might happen. Simply bask in the reality of it being done. Every thought, every word, every image you hold persistently is a seed. You cannot plant one kind of seed and expect another kind of fruit. If you plant worry, you harvest delay. If you plant belief, you harvest miracles. The subconscious mind is the soil. It accepts whatever seed you plant and brings it forth with perfect accuracy. You are always manifesting, whether consciously or not. The question is only, are you planting seeds of abundance or seeds of lack? You might say, but I don't see any money yet. That is because you are looking with physical eyes instead of spiritual vision. The moment you imagined it and felt it real, it was created. The fact that your senses have not yet caught up means nothing. Your senses are slow. They are merely the reporters of what has already been accepted in the unseen. Persist in the feeling, and your senses will eventually confirm it. Patience is not waiting. Patience is faith sustained. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Evidence appears after faith, not before. Do not let appearances dictate your state. Let your state dictate the appearances. The outer is clay in your hands, shaped by the inner conviction that you already possess the wealth you desire. You might notice that when you dwell on abundance, your energy shifts. You stand taller, your breath deepens, your heart feels lighter. That is alignment. That is the signal that your inner world is tuning to the vibration of receiving. And because the universe is vibrational in nature, that shift will soon translate into physical experience. The more you dwell in that feeling, the faster the evidence will arrive. Every second of belief adds momentum. Every repetition of gratitude strengthens the vibration. The universe is mathematical. It never fails to return to you the exact equivalent of your state. If your inner state is gratitude, you will find more to be grateful for. If your inner state is lack, you will find more lack. So guard your thoughts as you would guard your treasure. For thoughts are the currency of creation. If you find yourself doubting, simply pause and breathe. Remind yourself that everything is already unfolding in perfect timing. Nothing can go wrong because consciousness cannot fail. The law is exact. You cannot imagine abundance sincerely and receive lack, and it is impossible. Just as you cannot plant a rose and get a thorn bush, you cannot plant wealth in consciousness and reap poverty in form. What you hold inside must manifest outside, for that is the law of being. You are not trying to attract something outside of you. The money is not out there. It is a projection of your inner state. You are simply moving from one state of consciousness to another. The moment you enter the state of wealth, you are wealthy, whether or not the numbers have yet changed. The numbers must follow. The bank balance is a shadow of the state, not the cause of it. So sit quietly again and feel the satisfaction of having received it. Don't force the image. Let it rise naturally. Imagine someone congratulating you. Imagine yourself laughing, feeling relieved, joyful, free. Hear the sounds, feel the emotions, and then release it. Let it go into the invisible, trusting that the unseen power has already completed it. You do not need to water a seed every minute. You only need to trust that it grows. The moment you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, your world begins to rearrange. You will meet the right people, hear the right words, stumble upon the right ideas. It will seem as though life has suddenly become magical, but it is only responding to your new vibration. What was once difficult will become effortless. What once seemed impossible will feel natural. This is how creation works quietly, invisibly, but inevitably. The world is yourself pushed out. Every encounter is a mirror showing you your assumptions. When you believe in scarcity, you meet people who confirm it. When you believe in abundance, you meet people who mirror that too. If you wish to change your world, do not try to fix others. Simply change your inner dialogue. Speak silently to yourself in the tones of success. Tell yourself, I am abundant. I am rich. I am supported. I am loved. Let those words sink into the subconscious until they feel normal. The world will soon normalize to that vibration. Each time you repeat the feeling of receiving, the unseen pattern strengthens. The universe does not respond to fleeting desires. It responds to persistent assumptions. Let your assumption of wealth become as natural as breathing. Let it be the background of your mind. Every time your thoughts wander to fear, gently bring them back to the feeling of having. Do it again and again until the new state becomes permanent. Then you will see physical reality conform in ways that will astonish you. Money will come. It must. Not because you forced it, but because you became the version of yourself who naturally receives it. That version of you already exists. You are not creating it. You are tuning into it. Like turning a radio dial. You shift frequencies. When you dwell in lack, you tune to scarcity. When you dwell in abundance, you tune to prosperity. The music of life changes instantly when you change your frequency. Be aware of your inner conversations. Are you complaining, worrying, doubting? Or are you affirming, trusting, and rejoicing? Every inner word is a command. The subconscious hears everything and obeys without question. So speak only what you wish to see. If you desire a huge amount of money, then in your mind, repeat, I am now receiving it easily and joyfully. Let that statement feel natural. Let it become your truth. Do not underestimate the power of feeling. Feeling is the secret key that unlocks every door. The mind imagines, but the heart magnetizes. When your feeling aligns with your thought, creation is instantaneous. If your thought says, I am rich, but your feeling says, I am poor, the feeling wins. So cultivate the feeling first. Allow yourself to feel wealthy long before any evidence appears. That feeling is the cause, the evidence is the effect. You have always been creating. The only difference now is that you are doing it consciously. You are directing your imagination rather than letting the world direct it for you. The moment you take control of your inner movie, you take control of your destiny. You are the writer, the actor, and the audience of your own story. No one else can play your part. The script is rewritten the moment you decide it is. The money that is coming to you now is not a reward. It is a reflection. It reflects the new awareness you have chosen to embody. It flows naturally, effortlessly, because it is a match to who you have become in consciousness. It will arrive through expected and unexpected channels. Some of it may come as gifts, some as ideas, some as sudden opportunities. Stay open. The universe loves to surprise those who believe. Every morning when you wake, feel rich before you check your phone, before you think of the day ahead. Let your first thought be gratitude for the abundance that already surrounds you. Gratitude anchors the vibration of receiving. It tells the universe, I am ready for more, and more always comes. At night, before you sleep, replay the day in your mind, but from the end you desire. See yourself lying in bed, feeling satisfied, knowing the money has come, the dream has manifested. Fall asleep in that feeling, and your subconscious will work through the night to bring it about. Sleep is the gateway to creation. It is when the conscious mind quiets and the subconscious takes command. What you feel as you drift to sleep will shape your tomorrow. Keep doing this. Keep imagining, feeling, persisting. It will not take long. The shift is already happening. Even now, as you hear these words, your vibration is rising. The energy around you is thick with possibility. You are radiating the frequency of abundance, and life is responding. The money is already on its way, not in the future, but in the eternal now that you inhabit when you believe. You are not hoping anymore. You are knowing. You are not asking. You are claiming. You are not waiting. You are living from the end. And as you continue to dwell in that end, every limitation will dissolve. You will see how easy it truly is, how natural it feels to live in wealth, how effortless it is to receive when you stop resisting. The world will call it luck. You will know it is law. Now, take a breath and realize what has happened within you. The shift has already begun. The moment you decided to believe, the moment you allowed yourself to feel rich, powerful, deserving, the universe said yes. You are no longer the one who waits for miracles. You are the miracle in motion. The energy that creates worlds now moves through you without resistance. You have declared abundance, and abundance has answered. From this moment forward, walk in the knowing that everything you desire is already yours. You don't need to look for proof. You are the proof. You don't need to chase money. It chases you, drawn by the magnetic certainty of your faith. Every door that once seemed closed will open. Every delay will dissolve. Every dream will materialize in perfect timing, because your consciousness has claimed dominion over form. Stand tall in your new reality. Speak, move, and breathe as the one who has already received. You have entered the state where blessings flow without end. Feel gratitude, not as a ritual, but as your natural language. The more you give thanks, the more the universe pours into your life. The more you celebrate, the more it multiplies. Remember this truth. What you imagine, you create. What you feel, you attract. What you believe, you become. You are not hoping for wealth. You are wealth itself, unfolding into visibility. The law is exact, the promise is sure, and the power within you is unstoppable. So step into this day as the embodiment of abundance. Smile knowing the money is already here, the opportunities are already arranged, and your desires are already fulfilled. The entire universe moves to honor your decision to believe. It is done. It is real. It is yours, now and forever.